video of me eating.
Mm-hmm. They're not all expected to leave until 3, right?
Yeah, it goes until 3.
That's the one that just went up.
Well, there's no wind. He's gonna stall out if he's stalling out. It goes like 400 miles an hour straight. When it hits this pole, and it goes straight up.
Walk, you can trail there. Goes into the nature center.
Extra cabin windows can be used for better observation and sightseeing.
Pokagon Lake.
Pokagon?
All kinds of things.
Horsepower makes it a very different flying airplane than its
That
predecessor.
one didn't have any landing gear for water.
The next airplane we'll be launching off the ramp will be a lake amphibian. Very unique airplane. Actually, funnily enough, these were built in my home state of Maine, Sanford. That noted aircraft designer David Thurston proposed to the Grumman Aircraft Corporation, which is located in Bethpage, New York. Though Grumman did not produce the design, just because they were so focused on their military contracts. David Thurston then formed the Colonial Aircraft Corporation to continue development. And as I said earlier, Colonial's first amphibious aircraft was the Colonial C-1 Skimmer, which was based on the Grumman's unproduced design. Quite a sound coming from that pusher prop. When M.L. Olson acquired the Colonial Aircraft Corporation, he renamed the company Lake Aircraft and enlarged the basic design from the Colonial Skimmer into the LA-4 Lake Buccaneer. The LA-4 was essentially a 4-seat version of the Skimmer with a single-step, all-metal hull and retractable landing gear. It was powered by a 180 horsepower Avco Lycoming IO360. As I mentioned, this engine was pylon mounted above the hull and in pusher configuration. When you're on the water, your body sits down low like you're in a canoe. The Lake Buccaneer could cruise comfortably above 100 miles an hour and was advertised as the world's only single-engine production amphibian for a number of years. Lake Aircraft went on to produce over 1,000 examples of the Buccaneer at its factory in Sanford, Maine, between the years of 1960 and 1969, later introducing a 200 horsepower IO360 powered variant in the year 1970, which remained in production all the way until 1985. Just giving a moment to warm up the oil there. Airplane kind of looks like a canoe when it sits, of course with wings. Those things hanging down under the wings they call sponsons. Those give it some extra flotation and buoyancy. And an upcoming low pass. Nice sound coming from that one. In 1982, Lake Aircraft introduced the LA-250 Renegade. The Renegade featured a lengthened fuselage able to seat up to 6, as well as a 250 horsepower Lycoming IO540 C4B5 engine. This design proved extremely popular, and 3 variants were produced with different configurations. The LA-250 Seawolf is a militarized variant intended for light maritime patrol operations, and featured a hard point and reach length to carry external stores. Revision for a radar unit was made on the forward end of the engine block, and a turbocharged variant of the LA-270 Turbo Renegade was produced between 1987 and 2005, with a further version of the Turbo Renegade designated the Sea Fury following in 2006, which included anti-corrosion measures and a hardened interior to improve its serviceability in salt water, as well as a storage compartment to carry survival gear and rescue equipment. Lake Aircraft stopped building new Renegades in 2008, but continues to make the parts for the existing aircraft on the general aviation market. And as I said, the company was offered via auction in 2005 and 2007. But as of 2018, it's still for sale, including all of the LA4 tooling, type certificates, and designs.
Single engine. Wow.
Taxiing down. Bet a lot of you haven't seen that before. That's what they call an Anderson Kingfisher.
There's no pontoons on it.
The bottom is just boat.
This airplane is brought to us courtesy of Troy McVeigh, who operates Max Seaplane Service down in Rising Sun, Indiana. Troy offers seaplane training for those intending to get their rating, as well as aerial tours and seaplane maintenance. If you're interested in getting your seaplane rating, call 515-509-7027. That being on 305 South Front Street, Rising Sun, Indiana. This airplane was designed and built by Earl William Anderson, who was a Pan American Airlines captain, who flew the prototype in April 24th of 1969. By 1978, 200 sets of kits for the plane had been sold, and 100 Kingfishers were reported to be under construction. The aircraft is a shoulder wing monoplane with a flying boat hull and outrigger pontoons. A fairly small airplane. Got a length of 23 feet with a wingspan of 36 feet, about 8 feet high, with an empty weight of 1,032 pounds and a max takeoff weight of only 1,600 pounds.
They don't need much space, do they, to get out? I thought they'd have pontoons, but no, they just don't.
As long as it floats.
And we just launched Allison Wheaton flying the Model M7. This airplane came directly from the factory in 1998 and still looks as if it were brand new.
It's getting windy.
But they got too much space.
And as we launch the Anderson we have Allison taking the ball directly in front of us with the high pass. As I mentioned, Allison Wheaton started flying with her dad at the age of 15 and went on to flight school in Florida shortly after graduating from college. And receiving her certified instructor license, she went directly to Jeff Brown Seaplane Base and started teaching pilots to fly float planes not long after she got her seaplane rating. After flying in Florida for a year and a half, Allison went to Seattle and flew for Kenmore Air operating the mighty de Havilland Beaver. Here she transported people from downtown Seattle to the islands and the area as well as Canada for a number of years before moving to Indiana in 2006.
Pull up. There she goes. It's bouncing. There she's up. So cool. I think it's 1,500 something.
Small engines. Look at those engines.
Or islands of Fiji.
They got a pair of Rotax 912s in the back and pusher configuration. The owners of this aircraft split their time between around here and Valparaiso, Indiana, as well as down in Florida, so you can only imagine what the trip is like in that thing. Probably nice view the whole time, but I imagine it'd be a bit of a difficulty if you get a headwind.
Here comes a good one.
All right, ready? Let's go. Ooh.